Hi guys, it's a deep chat with Matt. I'm just waiting for the kids to finish school, so I've got 5 minutes. So that means you've only got 5 minutes. But I've been doing a lot of nerding out on a guy called Yuval Noah Harari. He's a forecaster, and he's talking about what he thinks the world is going to be like in a few years. And he's a historian, so he knows where the history of humanity, and the historians can generally predict the future better. So what might happen in the near future with AI, machines, self-driving cars, all this other stuff coming in, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty scary, but there's a few there's some things to be excited about as well. So firstly, there was the cognitive revolution, which was arguably the greatest point in humanity so far. So when we went from being allegedly going from just run of the mill another type of ape to becoming aware, so we became self-aware. That was the cognitive revolution. They were about 75,000 years ago, so not actually that long ago. And after quite a few thousand years, lots and lots of stuff happened, and we discovered farming. So farming, we learned how to cultivate wheat for our own benefit, but wheat actually domesticated us. We didn't domesticate wheat because we became so reliant on it that we actually had to stay near wheat, and actually it kind of enslaved us. So now we're a slave to this sort of agricultural, the food that we eat and all this lot. So that was the second revolution. The third one was the scientific revolution, which was 500 years ago, and that's when things really started to change. Capitalism came in, and to fast forward it to now, the stuff that we've got available to us and the things that science is working on at the moment is crazy. Like one example, they're talking about, they're incubating woolly mammoths to bring back woolly mammoths because they've got full strands of DNA. They can bring back woolly mammoths. They can bring back Neanderthals. Some women have even put themselves forward to be the surrogate mother of the first Neanderthal babies. God knows what they're going to do with them. But yeah, there's all kinds of different stuff. Little contact lenses that you can wear plugged into the mainframe, chips in his hands so we can find his keys, so we don't need keys for his cars anymore. So many stuff. There's a lot of uncertainty. What's it going to be like for us guys working? What's it going to be like for our kids, more importantly? What's it going to be like for them when they get older? What are schools supposed to... Schools don't even know what to teach the kids, really. Apart from basic reading and writing, because they don't know where the job market's going to be at. There's already half the amount of jobs nearly than what there was 20 years ago. It's probably going to go down by another half within the next 10 years. But because technology is going to take over now, AI, artificial intelligence, is what's going to start taking over from our labour. Now, if you've listened to any audios or watched any videos or read any books about examples of artificial intelligence, for example, self-driving cars, if you've heard about stuff like this, post it in comments and talk about what it is you've heard and get other people to chip in, and we'll all kind of share what we know. But we always default to fear, and like a little bit like Terminator, when we like the world's going to end and robots are going to become self-aware and take over and start killing us because we're just insignificant and we just get in the way, right? But the truth is, we're probably not going to get killed off by the robots. In the same way that we think of chimps and apes as... They're just chimps and apes. They don't really have any bearing on our lives. They're just chimps and apes. They're just another thing on the planet. AI will probably start thinking about that way about us too. I don't think they'll start killing us off, because these AI humanoid things that will be in 50 or 100 years time will be completely different to us. So they won't actually hate us and kill us off. So don't worry about that. What AI will do is it will be used as more marketing and more business. So, but a lot of jobs will go. Drivers are going to be some at first people to get knocked off of the list. As soon as they start doing, they're already doing driverless delivery stuff, and as soon as the technology's there, you better believe as soon as it becomes affordable for everyone, it's getting brought in, because it's easier to manage machines than it is to manage people. People in third world, for example, these, all these little Chinese boys in factories earning 5 pence a day to make our trainers. As soon as the machines become cheap enough to replace these kids in these people in third world countries, I really don't know what's going to happen to those people, because that is all they've got. As much of as arguably naughty as it is to get use people's cheap labour in other countries, those people are going to be out of jobs too. So God knows what they're going to do. Doctors, GPs, apparently anything that the algorithms of a computer can understand, they can understand more than we can what is going on. That's basically who's going to get replaced. So GPs, for example, diagnosing diseases, they're going to get replaced. And there's so many other things. But more jobs will appear. The thing about the new jobs is we don't know what they are yet, and it's down to the entrepreneurs to create them. But also, it's going to be very, very dynamic. Like, I've been a firefighter for 17 years now. That in the future, that'll be a very long time to be in the same job. Very long time. And the main skill that we're going to have to learn is emotional management and mental balance and things like that. Now, they can't teach that in school. You have to develop that yourself. You have to get to know yourself. Know thyself, as the saying goes. And the more that you know yourself and you understand your own emotions and you understand your own thinking, the more you can be in control when these algorithms are trying to manipulate you. When you're getting sacked off from one job, you're having to move into another one, and all this dynamic stuff's going to be happening in future. Just knowing who you are, being comfortable with who you are, and kind of at ease with who you are is going to be what the main skill of all is.